I'm the director of sports psychology, and I work as the mental performance coach and sports psychology clinician for all of Oakland University athletics. We have a sports psychology clinician through Henry Ford Health who has about 6 hours a week on contract with us. We were on weeks of backed up wait list kind of spots for our athletes who are reaching out. We weren't seeing them for 5, 6, 7 weeks at a time. Since having OMP, it's shortened our wait times drastically, but it's worked in two forms. We have a reactive approach as well as a proactive approach now, where the reactive approach allows us to immediately send them resources through the app. Even if the wait time is a week or 2 or sometimes 3 weeks, we can direct them straight to the app and even send them content that we'd be otherwise discussing in session that day if they came in. And on the proactive way, we've also built programs out where we send our athletes twice a week exercises and workshops within the mental performance space that is directly related to their experience at Oakland University and what the issues and stressors and pressures that they're facing as an athlete at that level within the NCAA and sport, as well as maybe school and life. And we've gotten some awesome feedback of how well they're enjoying that, but also how they're building up skills before ever even having to necessarily use them. We do metrics every semester, and all of our metrics have shown to skew towards a positive light, where they're having higher levels of mental toughness, lower levels of mental health issues, and kind of across the board, any metric has been really awesome to see OMP be a vital resource where it's been an added element to helping us not just meet the needs of our student athletes, but actually bring up a new standard for NCAA and how we can best support our athletes on and off the field. The dashboard is very user-friendly. I'm no tech whiz myself, but it's something that I can find myself kind of perusing around understanding and also being able to implement strategies and programs being built based off of this data that we're collecting. Confidence is the most searched modality on the app. And so that tells me, hey, when we're building programs for our department or building programs for our teams, we really need to be hitting hard on different mental skills approaches and mental drill approaches that are hitting a way of how to build confidence, maintain confidence, and then after that, continually increase their confidence levels. And we can't do that unless it was through the data that we're able to collect. So our buy-in with coaches is a little bit quicker, but also there's a lot more collaboration even on our side of things with the mental performance team and our coaching staffs, because they're now having this concrete evidence, just like us, where we're able to monitor what our student athletes are going through. Before, it's a little bit rough because with the lack of time and resources, we're not as present with our athletes as we would like to be. We're not in the performance setting as often as the coaches are. So now we still get that personable conversations for context, but now we also have the app to be able to collaborate with those conversations and give actual data to these approaches that we can then create an awesome program that's in a hybrid approach, both in person as well as integrated with the app. It's at their fingertips whenever they need it. That's whether they're present with me, they're on campus, or even when they're traveling. And so for us to be able to record that content and for us to go and edit that content after, make adjustments from some feedback that we get or things that pop up that we think, hey, this could be really useful at this point in time in the year, and just being able to either hit up the OMP team or go and create it ourselves has been nothing short of awesome to work with. I think the greatest attribute I found through OMP is I feel like a part of the team throughout this entire process, and it's been super enjoyable. I feel like we've developed professional and personal relationships through it. And it's been one of the things that absolutely stands out with OMP versus some other services that are very much cut and dry, salesy. This is relationship. So every step of the way, I feel like I've had a helping hand, supported hand, but also a guiding hand through it. The approachability and the feasibility of the pricing that OMP has brought to a mid-major university like Oakland University has been one of the greatest parts about the relationship and connection. We were able to bring it on board because it was affordable, but also the affordability and the dollar amount of it has already paid itself off just in a couple months of launch.